Hi all, out here with more space engineers, and just accepting another kind donation from forgot which faction this one was. IGTC. Oh, oh, I gotta love it. Love when they bring me stuff, especially these guys. These things are always nice. Lots of materials. So I started collecting this before I got into the the shield area. Oh, I forgot I need to grind down those weapons. All right, so I'll tell you the story when we get back. First, we have to get started. So let's go. So happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week thus far. Oh, so yes, basically what happened was... Are you serious? It didn't de-evolve? Okay. I was getting ready to start recording. Saw this thing pop up.
Inventory
and
full.
Saw it heading basically towards the ship and the shield. So what I did is I just flew out, grabbed it really quick, ground down the chair and the remote, which is where you came in, and yeah, so it was convenient because it actually just dropped it pretty much exactly where I needed it to be. I did find out that my ship and these guys, even though they're technically neutral to each other, they tend to shoot each other. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna keep grinding the weapons down. This should be the last one. I actually have all of the parts I need to finish up the last of the thrusters, but I want the plates and stuff off of this beast because, well, we need the resources. Alright, so we'll get this thing parked up over here. Bob is running, but I think I have him in walk mode. I hope I have him in walk mode. We'll find out shortly. Because even if I have him in walk mode, this should be okay. Come on. Because even if he's in fly mode, we should be okay for parts collection. Awesome. So we're going to swing this thing around. I almost want to steal one of these, or buy one of these simply to have for the ship, because I think it'd be kind of cool to have one of these things. Bring her down just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it looks like Bob is in walk mode. Anything? My inventory is full. It would be nice if we could drop non-gear stuff in there, but that's okay. Bob's going to pick it up for us anyway. Let's go down here really quick. Any terminal we can find is a good terminal. And we are going to put both of these into fly mode. Yes. There it goes. Okay. So while Bob is doing that, I'll show you what I was working on prior to the charitable donation from our buddies over there at the ITGC. Man, Bob was getting loud. Okay, so if you remember, we left these the projector systems open so that we could get in here, get everything set up. I've got 5 of the 6 of these done, and then what we're going to do is we're going to drop some heavy blocks in over here. You know what I might do? I might go ahead and do it that way. because then I don't have to remove the armor blocks when if we need to get in here and do any repairs. So I might have to take all these out and fix them up. So basically what I've been doing... Man, Bob, you're making all sorts of noise. Is I grab the one that I'm looking for. This is going to be just grab generator, so we're not worried about it. We want you to be 02. And I'm basically, the same thing I've done in the past is I set a standard naming. I cut and paste it in where I need it and just modify the actual block as I need to go.
Inventory full.
And then for these, we just have to go and find the incomplete because there's only 2 things left. The outer decoy, or the outer projector for each side, is going to be the decoy, and the inner projector will be for the warhead. Now if you remember, we built those blueprints already. Incomplete, please, thank you. And this is just so we can find everything when we're ready for it. No, 2. Okay. Alright. We can weld that up.
Inventory full.
Sounds like our welding and grinding team out there are having some fun. So we want to do a search now for aft. I want to make sure we don't have anything duplicated. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 1, 3, and 5. Okay. So we have all of that handled. And then to close this off, but so that we can find it later, we put the window blocks in, because honestly, if we take damage in here, the odds are the the blocks that are here, they're not going to survive anyway. So yeah, we're going to leave it like that. Okay, so that is all of this. Let's go over here for a second, recharge everything. Alright. Yeah, I was starting to run out of plates. So having the everything refilled was very beneficial. You are full. Let's move. Not sure. I'm not going to complain. Let's see here. Wow, we actually have quite a few of those now. I want to put most of this stuff away. I keep forgetting that when Bob's active, he throws it in whatever the first place he can find for it. Alright, and how many do we need for this? Just 50 left, okay. Thrusters. We're gonna grab 50 of those. And that is the last of our thrusters to be brought online. Let's make sure it actually turned on. It did. Yay! Alright. So all of our thrusters, I think all of our thrusters, let's check. Everything on the side. Our braking thrusters. Second set of laterals. Our descent thrusters and our lift thrusters, and now we do have 8 more of these. Yeah, wanted to be out of orbit before today, so, but we now actually have everything that we need. So we've got 4, 8, another 8 is 16, and then we've got yet another 8, so 24 lift thrusters. And honestly, I don't know if we can land this thing on the moon anymore. I might need to add more thrusters if I want to land on the moon. But the idea for the ship is that it's not actually going to be landing. It'll be docking with an orbital station. We just have to figure out where we're going to dock it. Probably just use this small connector here. Because if we do something with, say, like this base, that should be extended out far enough that we'll be able to dock to the to that thing. I have to admit, that thing is kind of terrifying when you think about it. That thing's like 400 feet long or something. Actually, 150 meters. And it still extends out, projects out past that. So from the farthest aft forward, this is about 150 meters. So this thing's almost 200 meters long. That is nuts. Alright, well, you know, is what it is, right? Okay, so we are going... there was stuff I wanted to do in here. But I don't remember exactly what I wanted to do. I think I want it to have that... Do I have any plates on me? No. Let's grab some plates really quick. So the idea is that we're going to be dealing with this thing and a pirate base. Alright, so let's grab some plates. Should have a few left. Yeah, you know, we've got a couple left. We're under 5K again, so that could be good or it could be bad depending on your point of view. That's what I'm thinking. So what I'm thinking is something like this, maybe? And we will go with you guys like that. Just add a little bit of bulk to the area, reinforce it up a little bit, but it hopefully won't interfere with the launch procedures of this thing. Now, one of the things that I am going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut into the ship to get the projectors and the gravity generators and everything for there, I think. Actually, come here, you. Alright, so those are the lower starboard side. Main. Let's see if we... Did we call it main? No, it's just that. Okay. So what we're going to do then is we're going to go ahead and...
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Grab those really quick. And so for both of these, we're going to call this main cannon merge. And we're not really... We don't really care what the which one is which because they're going to be grouped up. B, so, and A, just so we have them differentiated. And we're going to call this all. Alright, so let's go ahead and get you guys loaded back up. And we need to cut into it. So I don't want to depressurize the ship. So it should be, actually, can I get, I don't think I can get into it from down here anymore, can I? No, okay. Let's see. You are piping, which means we're going to have piping on the other side.
Inventory full.
More piping.
Inventory full.
I was hoping to be able to sneak in back there, but... Alright, let's do it this way then. Depressurize this area.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
I'm not too worried about it. Bob will clean up the mess.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Alright. So what we'll probably do is I'll probably put just a regular armor block in here for the replacement. Just so we can get in here in the future if we need to. Alright, so gravity generator, and that one's going to be just a regular holo projector. Okay. So. Alright, so we did. Let's just go there. Let's do a quick rename on those. Do we have something called just a forward projector? No.
Inventory full.
We will now. Okay. Alright, and then this one is basically going to be a multi-role. Because the idea is that this warhead, or this weapon, isn't really going to be firing decoys at all. It's going to be pretty much just
Energy low.
solid shots. You know, basically straight warheads. And let's go. Guess we could just do that, because then we can get in and out of here next time. And that. Alright. And it pressurizes again. Okay. Easy peasy, right? So that is done. Okay. Now the only thing we haven't really done on the ship is run the lighting system, and we're not going to do that right now. So that all of that is loaded. Okay, so all of our lower bays are now configured, so we can actually start using these. Bays on the other side are configured, so we can use those. Forward, I think we still have what should be 2, 4, maybe 6 projectors that aren't set up yet. So what I think what we're going to do is let me do this. Main bombing chamber. Hangar doors.
Energy critical.
Let's open all of those. We're going to do the same here. That should open everything. Yes, yes. Those are all open. Those are all open. Make sure anything down here is open. Yep, okay. So that allows us to get into the launcher tubes, get the all of the stuff inside set up. And then what we'll do is we'll close them off as we go, but I need to recharge. I need to get stuff out of my inventory, and once we get all of this set up, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut, and we'll bring you back as soon as I get all of the setup done. All right, so we'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so we've gotten a whole lot of stuff done. All of our launchers have now been mapped and grouped. And just to show you what we've done here, we've got a camera on the front so we can now aim the ship. And we have a weapon system. Now, I'm not sure if this thing's going to launch without destroying everything. So it should, in theory, slide past the welders. I had to go mine a little bit of stuff. Whole lot of little bit of stuff. Anyway, so what we've started doing is we've apparently depressurized the ship. Don't know how I did that. Interesting. I don't remember leaving that door open. Alright, so where do we have a hole? So according to this, we have a hole someplace. Alright, what are you all doing here? Alright, so we broke our air tightness somewhere. Not sure where, because it was all working fine before. Alright, I'll have to figure that out later. Alright, so what we've been doing, come here, is we've gotten a bunch of things set up where we now have the warhead arming. So number 1 is warhead arming, number 3 starts the countdown, number 5 turns off the merge blocks that are holding that thing together. So we want main cannon grav. Should have a group in here. Grav gens. Make sure that that's all. So that's really weird because I'm fairly certain I set up a group for that. Yeah, grav gens. Okay. So I was right. Group. And we're going to have those toggle blocks on and off. And got a bunch of unknown gravity generators. That we're going to have to figure out, but not right now. Let's see. Actually, let's do this. Anything that we have that's an unknown gravity generator, we're going to turn off. Make sure those are completely turned off. Anything that's a launcher grav, we're going to leave. All of these need to be turned off as well. Okay, so we should have no gravity on board the ship, which is what I'm seeing. Yep, okay. Now we're going to give this thing a test really quick. We've got 2 G's of gravity pushing us forward. That's good. Okay. Alright, so that tells me that for the most part, this should hopefully... Oh, come on, really? What are my 2 cameras? I should do this way. And no, we want you. Okay. So, where is our pirate base? GPS. Did it despawn my pirate base? Oh, no, there we go. Right, it's 01. Oh, this thing turns like a brick. Alright. It's on the other side of the moon, so what we're going to do is we're going to kill our inertial dampeners. Accelerate up to, I don't know, like a healthy 25-30 meters per second. And what we'll do is I'm going to do another quick cut when we get about, I don't know, 20k out from the pirate base. Bring it back, and we'll figure it out from there. All right. So, that's good. Let's go ahead and do that quick cut, and we will be right back. Ooh, no, not in the planet. Let's get out of the gravitational well, please. And we're back. So we're about 36k out, decelerating slowly. Basically just trying to bring the ship under control before we do a final approach. We're zoomed all the way in on the camera here. And what I'm thinking I might do is get us moving at like 2 or 3 meters per second in a straight line. Once we get everything aimed up, we get in the range where we can see the base. Get the ship moving, like I said, about maybe 2 meters a second. Turn on the gravity system. Arm it. Start the timer, or just arm it, I guess, and fire it off and see how that goes. Now we only have enough resources for one shot, so I'm not sure how well this is going to work. I haven't test fired this at all, and I am kind of curious to see how this whole thing goes. So we need to remember to arm it, turn the gravity drive, or turn gravity on, turn the merge blocks off. And probably when we turn off the merge blocks, we're probably going to edge back a little bit too. Okay, so let's get ourselves up to like 50 meters a second again, because we just want to get it close enough that we can actually see the base. And what I'll do is I'll relocate the third person camera over at the base so we can see if the base, if it hits the base or not. So at around 25k I think it should spawn in. And basically what we're going to do is once it spawns in, that's when we're going to hit the brakes. And we'll turn on all of our defense systems. It's like this should be interesting. I'm not sure how, like I said, I'm not sure how well this is going to work. This is one of the reasons why I don't generally use grav weapons anymore, because my aim with them is horrible. So we'll see how this works. Oh, getting closer. All right. Let's bring us up to 50. So yeah. All right. So while we're waiting, down in the comment section below, pause the video, or actually, it's probably going to take so long. Let me know what you think. Do you think we're going to hit it, before we fire this thing? Do you think it's going to launch, or do you think it's going to blow up in the ship? I'm kind of curious to see what everybody's opinions are on it. Okay. The pirate base should be spawning in here. So we're a little off center, which is fine, but like I said, the base should be... It's very possible that we've been in the game so long that it was despawned. Space engineers will do that. Because I don't think we did anything in the actual playthrough against the base to cause it to morph or deform. And space engineers, if you leave things untouched long enough, it will it'll basically reset the spawn for it. Because I'm not seeing it yet. It should be popping up here. If this base has been despawned, I'm gonna be mad. And see, the thing is, I can't even send the camera over by itself because it won't spawn in. It's based off of the player's position. See, we should be seeing it by now. Go a little bit further. And you know, worst case scenario, we just launch it at the planet. Yeah, see, it should have been showing up by now. We're inside 25K. Well, give it the 20K, maybe it's just not picking it up. No, they should have been picking it up by now. Yeah, it should have picked it up before now. Alright, looks like Space Engineers despawned it. Well, that was anticlimactic. It took us too long to get over here, basically, is what it comes down to. But we have a working ship. It'd be kind of nice if the asteroids at least were still there. Oh, all right. Yeah, no, see, we would be well within visual range already. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and kill our forward momentum here. Yeah, I just spent too long away from the... Oh well, it is what it is. So, apologies for the anticlimactic finish. But we do have a working ship. Actually, you know what? Since the pirate's not there anymore, how about we give this thing a test fire anyway? Wonder how far that is. So, shall we do it? Let's make sure the doors are actually open. They are. Wondering how close we are to that thing. So we know what's funny is we're going to go through all this, and the damn pirate base is going to show up. Okay, so we should be. We look steady. Let's bring up. Let's head over here. We're gonna aim. Where are we aiming here? Now, just to check to make sure. Yeah, see, no pirate base over here, alright? Is that gold? Huh. Nice. Alright. So we're aiming at the cluster down there. We're going to take a quick look through these asteroids just to see. Make sure I didn't misplace the base. There's iron in there. Since we're over here, I'll probably do some mining. Had somebody say that there should be uranium over here somewhere. Alright. Awesome. Okay. Everything looks clear. You guys are how far away from the antenna? 7K, not too bad, not too shabby, right? You know, it's gonna be funny. So we're gonna fire into this thing, and we're gonna find out this is the one that has uranium in it or something. That's the pirate. PAX antenna is over there. I'm seeing cobalt. Or is that cobalt? Nickel. Alright. Let's back this thing up a little bit. Go back to our ship. And let's bring her to bear. Should be good. Alright, so we are going to arm it. Everything is armed. And you know what? I'm gonna be a wimp. There we go. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was a misfire. That looks like that was a misfire. What happened? Alright, let's go take a look. Yeah, it got caught up on the waters. Alright, this could be bad. Why is the battery... Okay, so can we disarm the warheads? Okay, warheads are clean. I'm gonna have to... Alright, let's take... Alright. Tell you what, this episode has run a little bit long, so I think what we'll do is we're going to clean this up, get this all ground down, put back together, and then on Monday, we'll give this thing a legitimate test fire. That'll also give me some time to get the resources I need to put maybe like 4 or 5 shots together. I am a little worried about this whole thing blowing up in front of me, though. So, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw those down in the section below. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of comments this time, so... Oh, man. At least it didn't blow up, right? I mean, that's something. You know what? We've got a save with this thing on it, right? Come here, you. Let's get the hell out of here. So, yes, as I was always saying, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like. If you're new to the channel, haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe. And hope everybody has a fantastic rest of the Friday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and have a fantastic weekend. On that note, I'm out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic week. Take care. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Kind of curious to see how much damage that did. That did surprisingly small amount of damage. That's actually reassuring.